the channel. What if I told you that you can have an English conversation at any time, ask questions without feeling embarrassed, practice vocabulary and correct your sentence, and even prepare for a job interview, all all from your phone. Sounds like you don't need an English teacher anymore, right? Well, not so fast, because there is another side to this story. ChatGPT can do some amazing things, but can it really replace an English teacher? Which one is better? For learning English, ChatGPT or a real teacher? In this video, we are going to explore and put them to head and look at what each one can actually do. And by the end, you might realize that the answer isn't simply ChatGPT or a teacher. The changing way we learn for years. If you wanted to improve your English, the usual options were a classroom, a private tutor, books, or language nurses. Had an English teacher explaining grammar, giving you exercises, correcting your mistakes, and encouraging you to speak. Today, things are very different. You can open ChatGPT and ask almost anything you can ask for. Vocabulary, grammar mistakes, explanations, writing feedbacks, conversation, practice, interview questions, or even a personalized study materials. Study plan also. The biggest advantage is availability. Your teacher may have a fixed class schedules, but AI is available whenever you need it. Early morning, late or night, or even 5 minutes before interview, you can practice. So round 1, availability. So let's start with the first round. Here ChatGPT clearly has an advantage. Like, imagine you're traveling to another country and suddenly realize you don't know how to ask for directions politely. So you can open an AI tool and practice immediately, or perhaps you are preparing for an interview at 11 p.m. You can ask for AI to become your interviewer and start practicing. You don't need to wait for your next class. You don't need to make an appointment. You can practice whenever you want, but there is only one thing to remember. Availability doesn't automatically mean quality. Having access to a tool doesn't mean that you know how to use it effectively. And the round 2 is grammar. Now let's talk about grammar. This is where things become interesting. ChatGPT can explain grammar in multiple ways. If you don't understand the difference between has been and had been and was, you can ask for AI to explain it using simple examples. You can even say, explain this as if I am a beginner, or give me examples from everyday conversation. That's extremely useful. But a good English teacher can do something different. A teacher can look at your repeated mistakes and recognize a pattern. Maybe you always confuse articles. Maybe you understand the rules but make mistakes when speaking. Maybe your problem isn't grammar at all. It is confident. A teacher can notice these things during interaction and adjust the lesson accordingly. AI can respond to what tell it, but good teacher can often notice what you haven't told it. And the round 3 is speaking practice. Now here one area where AI completely changes the game. Speaking practice. In the past, if you want to practice speaking, you need another person. Today, AI can become your conversation partner. You can say, let's have a 10 minutes conversation about my career. Don't interrupt me. At the end, you can give me feedback. You can practice the same conversation 5 times if you want, and there is something psychologically powerful about this. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes in front of other people. With AI, they may feel less embarrassed. You can make mistakes, stop, start, start again and try a sentence different ways. For someone who lacks confidence, that can be incredibly useful. But here is where a human teacher still has an important role. Real communication isn't always predictable. A teacher can react to your emotions, your hesitation, your body language, your confidence. A teacher can suddenly change the topic, challenge you, disagree with you, or ask a follow-up questions that you weren't expecting. That is what real communication is like. AI can stimulate that experience, but the human element is still different.